Welcome all to Off the Cuff, and today I'm in our new studios. It's a new studio for Bolly 92.3 FM, and I have a wonderful and very new immigrant here, I'll say, Ria Sharma here with me. She's a multimedia artist, painter. Ria, very warm welcome to this new studio.
It's pretty warm, and I feel delighted and fortunate to be part of your new studio. Graham and Shubh wishes.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल Thank you for setting it up अभी along with me. So tell me, Ria, a little bit about yourself and your journey towards your art.
I paint cubic forms
Okay.
in acrylic, and my current series is layering Indian fabric, most
Yeah.
of them rescued.
Okay.
Most of them saris, and I give them a place to live.
Ah,
My style, as you can see, has cubes and shapes.
Yes.
It is derived from my civil engineering background.
mm.
I've studied, I've worked for 16 years, and I'm reflecting same into my work.
It's just beautiful and gorgeous. And I did go to one of your exhibitions. You had invited me, and it was amazing to see how you are using your background of engineering into your work, and obviously your heritage and culture through the fabrics that you use. So tell me, like, when did you start painting? And you said it's pretty new to you. And what was this, the seed of creativity when you said, okay, this is what I'm going to do? Yeah.
So we Indian use this term tube
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, tube light,
So
yes.
I'll start with it that I'm a big tube light, or was a big tube
Oh,
light.
okay.
It is until 2016 that I didn't know there is a world of art and creativity outside, but also within.
Okay.
It's funny that it was an accident that I came across. My daughter, who was 6 years old, and she told me that she wants to learn art and paint. And I said, what is there to learn? I'll go to supermarket, buy which colors you want,
Yeah.
and we'll come and color it. She said, no, mom, the way you teach me Bharatnatyam, the way you teach me badminton coaching
Okay.
and chess, there is a teacher who teaches you art. I say, really? Okay, let me find out. So through my friend circle, I find a teacher, and he tells me that he'll come home to teach because I'm working that time. And for me, having a younger kid and commuting,
It is different,
it
yeah.
is easy to have some teacher coming home and teaching. He says, I'm very happy to teach. Give me 2 more kids.
Oh,
So I speak to my friends, and we organize a class. That class almost starts just before I come home after the work, and I see beautiful, lovely kids playing with colors, and that transformed me. And first thing I asked the teacher, is it okay if you are okay with a 4th kid joining in?
okay.
So that's how it
Wow,
started.
wow, what a story. And how long have you been doing it now? So
2016.
16, the whole
I'm going
way,
to
yeah?
celebrate 10 years.
Wow, amazing,
yeah.
amazing. And I've seen you must have seen yourself evolving as a person through your art, and obviously every art piece is something new that you bring to the canvas. But like, now you've had so many exhibitions also around the Bay Area. What do you think is the purpose of art for the people, who come to your exhibitions or who go to art museums? Do you think art serves a purpose, or is it just, uh, it's just for their maybe entertainment, or just
Decoration,
decoration or
aesthetic.
what aesthetics?
Aesthetics,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I think it is an excellent question. I feel art, people say that it's a healer,
Yeah.
it gives peace, and I'll just tell you about art. That purpose of art is expression.
Right.
An artist is expressing, and that could be just anything. It could be anger, it could be frustration, it could be question mark, it could literally be abusive as well. Why art has to be honest? Because it is talking about what's happening in the society. By the way, art is also like book, literature, media, because it is speaking about what's happening today. It is awareness. It is question marks. And while I say, as a viewer, one may get disturbed, feel peaceful, or feel angry, at the same time, release of expression is healing in itself. So I feel art has a bigger purpose. And it is very impactful. Like if you read a sentence and if you see an art, it goes to masses and many people.
Very true, but while in the process of making art, like you said, it could be, compared to a book also, or literature. When do you know that this is done? I'm done now, and this is what I needed. So a little bit about that. Because even for the writers, do they know this is the end, or do they want to keep going?
I have spoken to many artists, and not many artists think like me. And one of the reasons is because I come from a totally different industry, and the way I think and the way I'm not taught to look into what is completion of artwork. I'm not trained to see this as an experienced artist. For me, art is purely an expression. When it is incomplete, for me, it speaks. Sometimes completed painting may not express and create an curiosity which an incomplete painting can. So for me, it's just intuitional. It is in the moment that I feel that this is done, and I'm too happy not ruining it.
And I think for the people who are looking, we won't know if it's incomplete. That's for you. That's for your thought process, that you found it, or you are finding it incomplete. But for a person who is looking at your art or any art, it is a complete piece, and that's why it's being shown. There was this artist who just visited Seema Kohli from Delhi. Did you go last?
Yes, I did go. I saw you in a beautiful sari.
But we missed meeting each other. I know. So, one of her interviews, she said and her paintings, are absolutely, there's so much going on in these. So she says once a person owns art or buys art, that is for them to keep for decades, and the painting starts speaking to them in different ways. So it's not just that they felt what they felt on the day of buying. The painting might be so different to them after 5 years, because their world is changing and their perception of what they are seeing is changing.
So true, so true.
I found that very fascinating, So I said next time, yes, maybe, I see the same thing again, it will be different to me.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, tell me about your process now, what the fabric you use, a little bit about why you use what you use in your paintings,
So the fabric has come very recent. I can say as recent as last year. My general process is I'm pretty driven when it comes to composition. I'm very driven when it comes to colors. And when I say colors, like with this color definitely cannot go. I'm cannot step into the region which I feel is conflicting to my feeling and harmony of what I am feeling with the colors, because color in itself I feel has a huge message. So what I'm trying to say is that for me composition and color matters a lot. But now that I have fabric, it is driven by fabric. So before I used to choose my colors and compositions,
right.
and what I want to do and sizes. now, because fabric has chosen me, a rescued fabric has chosen me, I have to do justice to it. So right from the size, the colors, and the way, I still am very strict about the composition. It's just that I've come up with a design in which the fabric position enhances my composition. What I mean to say that I'm adding another parameter which kind of takes my time in resolving everything, fitting in well. It's a challenge and I'm enjoying it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, and one more thing is, when you are working on an art piece, do you have moments of self-doubt, or do you doubt that if, is this what you want, or sometimes have you gone back and started again?
Namrita, I felt in life, no, self-doubt is something that comes first to you.
Yeah.
It is that how eventually you have trained yourself that shut up.
Okay.
Shut up
I know.
and just do it.
Do it.
So, touch wood, luckily I am able to say shut up quite often.
Yeah. Okay,
And
that's good.
It is working.
It is.
I have started believing in my process and giving it some time.
Okay. And also one thing, because I had gone to that your exhibition, Swara.
Swara,
Swara,
silence.
Yeah, silences, and there was Meghna there, and
Saranya.
Saranya was there. So, and I'm sure you must be meeting a lot of artists here in the Bay Area. Anything that you learn from different artists, or any artists that you like to talk about?
Yeah. Namrita, the little that we know each other, I'm a very community-based person.
Yes.
For me, the inspiration that I have, it is also because of the people surrounds me. And because especially I'm new, I feel I should stop saying new now, because I've taken a lot of efforts in connecting with people, connecting with what kind of people I want to be involved in volunteering, artists of my community, artists beyond it, artists of my region, artists beyond it, and that has helped me exponentially. So answering to your question, that it has absolutely helped me in growing as an artist, learning as an artist, but also as a human being. I'm absolutely inspired not only by artists, but the discipline of it, the commitment of it, that how to say that word shut up to everything that stops you in your way to what you want to be. So yes, Namrita.
So collaborations are important, community is important, and many people might think, art is a kind of a isolating kind of work, but I guess it's not, because in the end you have to bring it out into the world, and need to be inspired, and need to have a collaboration with people. So one more thing is that Ria, you bring saris to your work, and you're very traditional. I talk to you. Spirituality means a lot to you. So, or how do you I guess that is you, and you value your roots. So how do you bring your personal or personality into your work and your culture? Yeah.
It is. I think it's. I'm very happy that you asked me a question. So while I was defining what I do, it's difficult to express into one sentence, because we as a human are product, or we have so many layers that we play with and balance with. And my work, though it started as a honest reflection of my journey and my discipline of cubes, it transformed into fabric. Why fabric? So my childhood is connected with fabric.
Very good.
But why now? when I migrated to US, it also pushed me into some tragedies. Personal, okay, COVID was there that everyone was in, but personal also. And it got me a space which was, I have never been and I don't want to be there again. Depression. And one thing that I felt pulled me out of is the bond that I created with my mother while she passed down her tradition to me through stitching, through fabric handling, embroidery, etc. Money couldn't help.
Yes.
Medical thing couldn't help. A simple bond could help. For me, there was nothing else but the fabric and threads, literally, like it came to me and I went about it. And why rescued fabric? I think there's nothing beautiful than I'm rescued because of my past bond. So I do two things while I'm like collecting in my community, requesting them give me the fabric that you value and you can't discard it because it's important to you. Please give it to me. I'll be very happy with love I'll be putting into my painting. But at the same time, I am passing down these skills to my kids, which I felt before weren't important. Because not only I'm giving them my family skills, tradition, heritage, but more importantly, somewhere this bond will help them the way it has.
So well said. Yeah. And thank you for sharing your story. So it is so important, I feel, to pass on to our roots or our past actually to our kids here, and especially and for anybody, even in India, but especially for immigrant families here, because they are so far away from where we come from. So it's always good to give them pieces of our past so that they can, make out, okay, that's why mom is the way she is. Or, okay, now we get it. Okay, not going there. But that's to be on the lighter side of it. But I truly believe that's very important, Tell them stories and what Ria is doing, because she can, and you can look at her beautiful art just behind her, It's amazing. Just pass on something to the next generation from the past. So Ria, I think because of the time, I'll just ask you in the end, how can people get in touch with you? Where can they find you? Are you on social media? Everything about that.
Yes, as I told you, I'm very proactive when it comes to being a better version of myself.
Okay.
Being an artist who is self-sufficient, independent, and also an important part of this community. I'm very active in social media, especially Instagram. I have a website, and I'm very active in exhibitions. I not only do where I live in San Jose, Cupertino, but I take my artwork to
different
Bay Area as much as I can. I have 3 shows that I'm very excited. I'm like grooved in my studio. One is the Super Fair, which is in San Francisco, end of this month. It's my first time, and I'm very excited to be part of it. Then I have from City of Sunnyvale. A senior center and a library where I'll be displaying in middle of this year, 2026. And at Diwali time, 226, which I'm again super excited, is Harrington Gallery in Pleasanton. They have a big, beautiful gallery where I generally paint big. And because the spaces are small, including where I'll be exhibiting this month, I push myself to get smaller. But the gallery is big, so I'm really excited to also work on bigger pieces.
Wonderful, congratulations and all the best. And listeners, do follow Ria Sharma on all her social media handles.
Ria K. Sharma.
K. Sharma you use. Ria K. Sharma. And hope to see you all at one of her exhibitions. So, Ria, it was lovely chatting about your process and your art, and I hope to see you another time.
Absolutely, Namrita. And
Yeah.
I'll definitely see you because since I know you, I have seen you going to places. You indeed have connected me to an audience which I will take longer to find it. So absolutely we'll be connected, and I'm so thankful that there is a platform for people like us who are non-commercial, non-cooperative, into art world. There is a platform where people discuss, talk. So Namrita, you're doing an amazing work of
Thank you.
connecting people. And let's have more
Yeah, I know.
off the cuff discussions.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure, and and through all of you, through all my guests, I'm learning too. And listeners, I hope you all are too. Keep engaged and keep connected with Off the Cuff with Namrita, only on Bolly 92.3 FM. Bye bye.